Hey guys, this is day 34 of my 10-gallon Nano Reef tank, and the first thing you probably notice is these two new corals down here. But also, I'm going to go to the fish. We have a blue yellow-tailed Damsel, who's only $3.99, I think. Yeah, he's a pretty cheap little guy, and he's a nice fish. He's very colorful, and he's a very aggressive fish, but not in my tank because he was the last one added. Oreo is really the boss. I mean, both my clownfish are doing great. But Oreo, he's a real boss. He really owns this area with the mushroom and that cave rock. Like, as you can see there, he like hovers over it and protects it. When we first put Flash in, that's his name, Flash, he darted right into that hole, and Oreo wasn't too happy about that. They had a little showdown, but no one got hurt. Flash just showed him, hey, I'm not afraid to go up to you and chase you, but no, he leaves him alone. He kind of took this side of the tank now. But he doesn't bother anybody unless they bother him first, and pretty much I'm talking about Oreo, because Nemo, he really minds his own business. But they're both doing fine. All three of them are good. We just got him yesterday, and we also added these corals yesterday, but everything's doing really good in the tank. The three snails, fast, medium, and slow, are fine. Tito, he is... I wonder if you can see him. He's inside that little cave there. Yep, it's Tito. You can barely see him. Tito! I don't know if you can see him. Come on, Tito, come out. Anyways, that's Tito. He's a baby peppermint shrimp, but he grew a lot, so he's not really a baby anymore. So yeah, that's Tito, and we have the two starfish, Patrick and Fred. And they are somewhere in between some rocks or something, so every once in a while, they're mostly on the live rock. There's some little holes in the live rock. I think that's where they are. They're really tiny still. I think they've grown a little. But those are the three fish and the cleaning crew. And now onto the corals. Green star polyps are just fantastic. They are huge and puffy. They look like a giant green afro, and they are amazing. I wish Nemo would host in them, but he doesn't. I mean, they're not big enough for... I mean, he could probably rub himself on them, but they're really not that big yet. And, oh my gosh, Oreo, what are you doing to the poor thing? Oreo's a bully. He is a real bully. I don't understand him at all. He thinks he's the boss. Hopefully he'll learn, but I don't know. My parents really like him, so they don't want to trade him in for a different fish. But, other corals are my mushroom on this nice piece of live rock that has a ton of coralline algae on it. It's a great piece of rock with a mushroom, and that is Oreo's territory. The pulsing xenia, let's get a good close-up of this. It has grown a lot, and it's got about 12 heads on it now. It only used to have about 4, and I tilted it so it's more up against the rock, so you can't see it as much, but yeah, it is much up against the rock. It is extended quite a bit, as you can see. That one head on the bottom there is really extending off the plug, and hopefully I put their base right next to the rock, so maybe they can start adding themselves onto the rock, and it'll make like a nice forest around the hole there, so they can all dive into it. So yeah, that's the xenia, and my two new frags are really cool. This is my personal favorite coral, Frogspawn, and it is awesome. It was $10.99, and it was just amazing looking in the store, and it's doing great in the tank too. I like this coral a lot. It glows green at night. I need to make a nighttime update to show you guys the tank when the blue light is on, but yeah, that's a really cool coral. It's on a nice rock, so that's a nice green rock, stands out. And that is a leather coral, and it's pretty dang big too. And yeah, it was only $6. It was in the $6 frag selection. Same with the pulsing xenia, but that was last time. And they had a lot of these things. But, like I said, they grow pretty quick. They don't need that high of lighting, so I thought they were pretty good. So I like it a lot. Hopefully it'll grow huge in this corner here. But yeah, Frogspawn is my personal favorite, then probably the star polyps. But yeah, that is an awesome looking coral. And so, yeah, everything's doing really good in the tank. Haven't had any problems yet. We used to have a lot of these little green, almost like plants on the glass. And it was at the bottom here by the sand, except it was on the glass, not on the sand. And one day, finally a snail, instead of being up there, he actually went all the way down the bottom, and he went on a straight path and just knocked them up and ate them all. Just ran right over them like a truck, and it was just hilarious. But those things, I don't know what they were. They looked like little pieces of tiny, tiny seaweed or something, and it was pretty interesting. They didn't look bad or anything, but he ate them all. It's kind of funny. And so, yeah, that's the tank. Nothing else has really happened. Got my 2 new corals, my new fish, Flash. And then we got Nemo, Oreo, cleaning crew, Tito. Nice look, can see Tito. Yep, that's Tito. He used to live in there until Oreo took it, and then Flash took it from Oreo. But I think Flash is now living over there. He darts into those 2 rocks where Tito is. Tito really doesn't have a good home anymore. He's getting robbed everywhere he goes. But yeah, everything's doing good, so I'll catch up with you guys next time when I see some stuff changing, coral growth, whatever. See ya.